Joining me now, director John Schlesinger and the film star Rupert Everett. I'm pleased to have both of them here. It also stars, as you can tell from the trailer, Madonna. Welcome. Good to have you back. John, great to see you.
Thank you.
Tell me how this came about, sir.
I was sent the original script.
Yeah.
Rupert was already cast, so was Madonna. And we went on from there.
You said, let's go?
I said, I'd love to do it. Because I really liked the story and the theme. It seemed to me to be something very contemporary.
Yeah. Now, who chose him?
We did.
We being?
Me and Madonna.
Both of you wanted to work with Schlesinger?
Yes.
Because you respected him, because he'd done things that you liked, you thought he'd particularly good for this.
He's made three of my very favourite films, anyway: Sunday Bloody Sunday, Dave the Locust, and Midnight Cowboy. And one thing he can do that modern directors sometimes can't do is, if you look at those films, the Miami of Midnight Cowboy is something you can actually feel across the screen. It's a character in the movie. And people have a hard time, directors, creating that nowadays. And I very much want
making place a character?
Really filming a place in a way that it becomes a character and it takes part in the movie. And this story about a gay man and a straight woman having a kid together, as far as I was concerned, it was very important that it took place in a town like Los Angeles. Los Angeles is one of the 2 or 3 towns in the world, I think, that pictorially it could have taken place in. And I wanted the town to have a character in the movie, and that was one of the things that I particularly always admired about John.
And you bought into that idea. What character did you give Los Angeles?
Well, I think specifically, every place, every location is of Los Angeles. Yeah. There was a move to make us do it in Toronto and a bit in Chicago, and we all resisted that crazy. Yeah. We said, no, we want to do this as a Los Angeles film.
And also, when you see Los Angeles in the movies now, you always see the Beverly Center, the big malls and stuff like that. And we wanted to move much further down into areas which, like Silver Lake and Echo Park, where they have these huge hills. And it's an extraordinary area. It's like a shanty town almost. And the distance, you can see it going on for miles and miles in the smog. And there's lone palm trees, and there's wires and pylons. And you get the feeling that behind a lace curtain is a kind of old silent screen star with 3 hairs, and it's a very romantic vision of Los Angeles for me, and I think that's what we kind of aim for, partly.
Is your American home New York? Or,
yes,
it's New York.
And
it's
Miami.
not Miami. It's not L.A.
I like Miami. I live in Miami as well.
So Miami's more Miami than any place.
No, New York and Miami.
You also didn't you give us a try at the script to change the script?
We Tom Ropolowski wrote the original screenplay, and while we loved the structure of it and the drama and the actual storytelling, we wanted to adapt it very much more to ourselves. I liked very much all the TV sitcoms of America where Mary Tyler Moore is called Mary Tyler Moore, and she plays Mary in the TV series, and you know it's not her, but it is her, and it gives you a added sense of intimacy with the product, which I think is very clever. And I wanted me and Madonna to try and do the same kind of thing, in that we should access ourselves, our own characters in the story, and so it could be a story that doesn't happen to us and isn't about our characters, but it could be.
What's this story about for you? Is this unconventional lifestyle?
Family.
Yeah, unconventional family.
And the forming of that. I mean, the unconventionality of it is something that anyhow appeals to me.
Yeah.
I've always tackled movies on unconventional subjects, or very often. And I really wanted to do the film, although there were moves many times to sort of alter the script to make it more acceptable, sanitize it.
Yes. Now, how would they sanitize it?
Oh, by removing anything about his lifestyle.
Oh, really?
Yes, there was no reference.
I thought we were beyond that.
No, not really. In television is much further advanced than movies in some ways. And my character, for instance, when it came to us, was a flubby, well-meaning, asexual, interior decorator whose idea of resolving any problem was to go to the refrigerator, get out some Ready Whip and spray it into, the fag hag's face.
And how did you see the character?
I saw him as being more of a normal man,
Yeah.
and I didn't want. And we saw, her character also was a bitter, unlaid woman who was kind of just angry.
But when they come together, they both have come off sort of bad experiences, haven't they?
They've come off bad experiences. They're approaching middle age. They're beached whales, almost lost on some shore that they don't quite understand in a way. And also, the other thing that I think is great about the story is it is a love story, but the edges are blurred. They don't even know that they're in love with each other, or how they're in love with each other, or what kind of love they have. For example, my character only realizes he loves her when she falls in love with someone else. So he spent years not really living the existence he should have been.
Just being the father. Roll tape. This is a point where she, Abby, played by Madonna, tells you, playing Robert, that she is pregnant. Here it is.
It was a huge surprise.
That there was chemistry between the two of them?
Yes.
Oh.
And it was very helpful.
It made your life easier as a director because there was natural chemistry. You didn't have to sort of fake it.
No. I mean, there was a natural chemistry between them. We were all on the same side because we did have battles to fight.
Yeah, but you all, in other words, but you all had the same position on those battles.
Yes,
absolutely. More reality alerted than less.
Yes.
Right.
Absolutely.
Now, you two are friends, aren't you? And Madonna are friends.
Yes, we are. Great
known
friends.
each other for a while. And,
Long time.
And did you come to this project together, or was it who was on board first?
I was on first.
Yeah.
And her and me had been looking for something to do together, and I took it to her. And then we went to John. John and I also have known each other for 25 years. I was a shop assistant when John came in to buy a pair of shoes.
Is that right?
25 years ago.
You don't remember
this?
Yes,
oh, I do remember it.
Why do you remember it?
Because he was quite outrageous with me.
Oh,
And
really?
said,
What was he doing?
Well, if we had teeny little feet, maybe you'd be able to get into this pair. I remember that on the full. Oh yes, well they were rather big, are rather big, and this was Piero de Monzi, a shop on Fulham Road
in London.
in London. I remember it very well.
Is there any element that your career is kind of a late blooming career or late blooming career?
I think obviously I've been very lucky in the last 4 years to have had a revival, a renaissance, which is fairly unusual in a career. So I'm making the most of it, really. The great thing about getting lucky older is that you do tend to make more of the opportunity, whereas when you're young, time seems so elastic.
Yeah.
You don't realize that you're ever going to lose a hair on the top of your head when you're 25. You think you're going to be dead by the time you're 30 anyway. So I feel good because I don't mind failing. It is a roulette wheel after all, but I like the idea of giving it my best shot.
Yeah. Could you have made this movie without two stars like Madonna and Rupert? In other words, would the studio finance this film? Would they have bought this film? Would they have signed on?
I doubt it.
Yeah.
I doubt it. I mean,
because the idea of it is unconventional.
Yes, and I mean, in many ways, I was fairly surprised that a major studio went along and financed a film like this. And over the process of rehearsals, we managed to claw back much of what we liked about the script, which had been cut out.
Claw back by putting it back in?
Well, I mean, there's a funny thing that what you read in a script may sound unsympathetic. There was constant battle about their being rude to each other, makes them very unsympathetic for the audience. And our point was always, it's not a question of what the words are, it's a question of how the words are played. And there are ways of very good friends who are rude to each other, or it sounds like they are, but the way that they play those lines can make an enormous difference. And they wouldn't buy that initially until we rehearsed. And at rehearsal, it was rather wonderful to see the producers sort of accepting this and saying, oh, yes, I see, yes, well, all right.
Now, how is Madonna to work with?
Well, she was great. She was very professional.
Yes.
She, as soon as she got her confidence, was a question of letting her grow into the confidence. I mean, confidence is all for an actor. I mean, he has it in spades.
Yeah, he's got it about everything, doesn't he?
But
Just talk to him about politics.
She's comparatively inexperienced, and she also, what I wanted from her was something that was unexpected, that you didn't know what she was going to do every moment.
Yeah.
And it seemed to me that very often watching her, she has such a precise image of herself, whether it's a music video or whatever, that there's no room for accidents, for something unexpected.
But that's not good, is it?
No.
So you had to get past that.
Yes.
But she's a control freak, is what she is.
She is known to be a control freak.
No, but she wasn't a control freak on our movie
No,
at
she
all.
wasn't at all. She wasn't at all.
Yeah, but you had to get her to trust herself and not sort of
will
to be directable.
Yes, and she was.
Yeah. My impression is that you're a good friend. My impression is that she understands that this is notwithstanding the roles that she's had, that she's a pretty good judge of how well she's done, and she wants to grow and learn and be better and better and better. Is that fair?
Absolutely, she does. And also, she's working in a movie for someone like her is a very different experience from working in records and videos where...
Well, you can control everything.
She's in control of everything. Right. And so, obviously, it's a difficult thing to just let go of that because you feel a sense of panic when you've always been in control, that if you let go of it, who's going to pick it all up? But she's, from my point of view, I think she was extremely relaxed during the making of the movie, and she's a good actress. She can play all sorts of things very, very effectively. So for me, it was good working with her.
Do you have any, because you're so well known as a gay man, do you find there are other actors who are fearful, and actresses are fearful of being identified as gay? Mm. Do you find...
I don't blame them.
Okay, that's my point.
Boring talking about being gay all the time.
Right, but my point is do you find that... But they're fearful because they think, I would assume, that it'll hurt their career.
Right.
Has it hurt your career?
Well, in one sense, first of all, I'm English, and of course, all you Americans think that everyone English is gay to start with. So
it starts in school, doesn't it?
That was a good. That was a plus, definitely for me. I think if I'd been American, it would have been harder.
We just thought one more English gay
one
man.
more English fag, like, give him a chance, give him a ride for his money.
They're all like that.
And but in the same time, in my best friend's wedding, I played a gay character, and I was gay, and I think that's what gave me, my leg up. So in one sense, it's become a gimmick for me, which is weird, because people say to you on TV shows, what's it like, Rupert, being gay? Which is a fake question, because everybody, in a dinner party, no one says to anyone who's gay, let's ask you, what's it really like being gay? They don't do that. No one knows. No one thinks about it. It's not actually. It's not really an issue.
Except on some silly television show.
Except
somewhere.
on TV shows, and it's such a boring subject.
So what do you say when they say?
It's like talking to someone about cars who doesn't like cars. I mean, I find it a little bit frustrating because I think an actor ideally should be a mystery sexually. Mm-hmm. I think the audience should be able to make up their own minds about an actor. But we've moved beyond that in cinema now because I think stars have to be kind of half identified with the characters they play. And that's exciting in a way, but at the same time your gimmick can become the sting in your tail because you don't want to bore people. And there's nothing more boring for straight people than being talked about being gay all the time. I mean, on the whole,
I agree with
it's boring for gay people talking about being
back
gay.
to my original point, though. Right. Is there any role you think they would not cast you in, some role they would not cast you because of your sexual preference? I mean, is there some identification that, well, if it's a story of some raging heterosexual who's out there having a kind of a macho lifestyle.
Sex.
Exactly.
15 times during the movie.
And they're going to say, oh, no, not Rupert for this.
Well,
it's never come up, I guess I'm asking.
There's a lot of roles that people will say, not Rupert for this. And I don't think it's necessarily to do with sexuality as much as being as Britishness and physique, actually. Right. But, I'm sure I will not be offered, that
James
role.
Bond?
I could play James Bond.
Of course you could.
Very well. I don't think sexuality is actually the issue. But who knows? Who knows what might happen?
What's the next film for you?
The next film is a film where I, as a matter of fact, play a heterosexual role.
Yeah.
And it doesn't have a title, but it's about a very, very rich English duke who loses all his money, and the only thing he knows how to do is lay a table, so he becomes a butler to an even richer family in Texas.
In Texas. This is the best time of your life.
Is
yes? I'm asking.
Yes, it's a good time.
It's a good time.
Yes, a very good
You're
time.
on a roll in terms
I'm on a roll.
of getting good roles,
Yes.
getting applause.
Yes.
How do you, and because you have been in the Valley before, you're smarter about it, the point you made earlier in this
Yes.
conversation. What does that mean? I mean, what is it? You recognize what's right for you, you recognize the kind of things that you can be your best at, et cetera, et cetera.
I think an actor has to know his limitations and,
Right.
and know what he can play and the sphere he can play. And then as soon as he knows that, as soon as he doesn't think, you know, if he's 5'3" from the Bronx, that he should be playing Hamlet in the Royal Shakespeare Company in England. As soon as you know what you can do, then you can start looking for things where maybe the stretches are a little bit outside your sphere, but you can protect it and you can work at it, and you learn how to do the things you can do. And I know what I can do and I know what I can't do. And so what's great for me now is I get a chance to develop things myself.
Would you rather do comedy or not?
I'd rather do both. I'd rather do comedy and tragedy.
And this is both.
Absolutely.
This is, because in the end, you know, when you get into this custody battle type thing, it's drama.
It's very, very serious indeed. And
It's interesting for an actor, I assume, as well
Yes,
as a
because
director.
you get to play everything.
Exactly.
yes, I mean, a lot of people, I think, are surprised that the film takes such a serious turn, because it starts quite larkily and with jokes and all
Light,
that kind of thing,
yeah.
and lightly, and then gradually the drama takes over, and I like that very much about the story.
Do you believe that you have made your best movie yet? You made some good ones.
I made my most personal, I think, with Sunday Bloody Sunday. I don't think I'll get that opportunity again. But one's always striving and hoping that one's going to make better movies
No, I know that.
each time out there.
But do you live with a certain movie you want to make?
I've got several screenplays I'd like to make, which haven't been financed yet.
Do they have commercial value in your judgment?
Risky. Risky. But they're interesting subjects. That's what I always look for. Yeah. I mean, I think so much that's made now is about nothing, the studio films. It's the independent kinds of subjects which interest me more, and which seem to have been finding a public.
What's your favorite film of the year?
American Beauty.
Okay. It's about something.
Yes, it certainly is.
And I think you'll win the Best Director, don't you? You hope so.
I hope so.
You do. You? How about you, Rube?
I preferred Talented Mr. Ripley.
Did you really? And he wasn't even nominated.
No, and I think it was Matt Damon was... I wasn't a huge Matt Damon fan before, but I think he played that film beautifully. And I'm a great Anthony Minghella fan.
I am too. Yeah, I thought it was criminal that he wasn't nominated.
No,
Did
me
you?
too, absolutely.
And who do you like for... So you like... Is Matt Damon nominated for Best Actor? I don't remember. So
Who do I like for Best Actor?
Yeah.
Me. I don't know. I haven't. Kevin Spacey was excellent, excellent in that movie. I don't know who the other ones are.
Who else? Well, Sean Penn got a nomination for... And who else? I can't remember either. Best Actress is Benning was nominated.
There's a lot of great Best Actors.
Hilary
Swank was fantastic. Julianne Moore.
Meryl was nominated. Meryl Streep.
Meryl, but Julianne Moore was fantastic in her movie too.
Yeah. She was also great in End of the Affair.
Yes, that's the one she's nominated for.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Yeah, no,
That's
she's
a good
fantastic.
movie. I like that movie.
That's a great movie, and she is fantastic in it. I hope she wins.
Yeah. You do?
Yes.
Julianne wins?
Yes.
Yeah. And with Hilary Swank, have you seen Girl Interrupted?
Yes, I have.
Didn't you like it?
No, that's not Hilary Swank. Oh,
now
you're Boys Don't Talk.
That's Angelina Jolie.
Angelina Jolie is
get it for
fantastic.
Best, she is. She'll get it for Best Supporting
phenomenal.
Actress.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think she's great.
Yeah. Anybody you really are dying to work with? A specific that comes to mind off the top of your head?
They're all dead.
They are dead?
Yes.
Like?
Betty Davis.
Yeah.
I'd love to be doing a film with her. I'd love this to be 33.
We wish you lived in another earlier era?
I think I'd have been more successful quicker in a kind of
30s,
in the
40s?
White Tie and Tails kind of era. And yes, I can see myself in All This in Heaven too, perfectly well.
You know, everybody always talks about, you know, when you said that, it made me think about Cary Grant. I mean, a ton of actors are saying, God, I wish I could assume the mantle that Cary Grant had.
Yes, I do too.
Do you feel the same way?
Yes.
What is that?
Well, it's just a character that's not quite in American cinema at the moment. The debonair, slightly detached, ironic, self-deprecating, but good guy in the end type of character. So yeah, there isn't one of those around. That would be a good role to get.
No. Do you think you're in control of your career?
No one's in control, unfortunately. I mean, you can think you're in control, but
man, you're on all the covers here, aren't you? Look at this one. This is Time Out, and then here you and Madonna on Vanity Fair. Madonna and Rupert, what she does for him and what he does for her. Is it normal? Don't ask.
There you go.
There you go. Everything you've ever wanted to know. What's next for you, sir?
An opera.
An opera?
Yeah.
In Paris or where?
No, it's a joint production between LA Opera and La Scala Milan.
Based on which opera?
It's Peter Grimes.
Oh.
So there we are.
You like that?
Traipsing over. I love opera.
Yeah.
And it's an exciting challenge. I don't know how it'll go in Italy. It's all in English.
And it's Benjamin Britten, right?
And it's Benjamin Britten, 1945.
Yeah.
But it's a wonderful dramatic work, and I'm looking forward to doing it.
The Next Best Thing opens nationwide on March 3rd. Thank you, John. Thank you, Rupert.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.